Welcome to Review Your Ride. I'm John Green, and today we are looking at a 2001 turbo diesel Toyota Landcruiser. It's in quite good condition for its age. Alright, what's it like under the bonnet? Plenty of room. It has two batteries as standard, they need that to get them to start. And this one's had the auxiliary third battery put in it, obviously to run a fridge or something like that. They've had to move a few things to get it in by the looks of it. The fuel filter. Other than that, it's not bad for a car that's nearly 14 years old. As you'd expect inside of a Landcruiser, there's plenty of room. They're well laid out, well built, Toyotas always are. One thing I have found within this later model is that there's a little bit, you have a little bit of trouble fitting things in like CBs. That's had to be mounted on the side there. And over on the driver's side there's an electric brake booster that gets in the road when you're driving it. Plenty of room in the cargo bay. And as you'd expect, plenty of room in the back as well. Okay, let's see how it drives. Starts nice and easy. So what's it like to drive on an ordinary road? Well, it's pretty good. It's smooth, it's comfortable. You've got to remember you're still driving a big, 2-ton vehicle, so it's not like a car. You've got to remember it's probably not going to stop quite as well as a car. Certainly doesn't handle like a car. But all in all, you can live with these every day if you decide to get one. This one's 14 years old and it still drives pretty good. Don't be fooled by its softness on the road, because these are still an exceptionally good four-wheel drive off-road. I was lucky enough to drive one of these across the Simpson Desert about 5 years ago with some friends, and it went across no problems, never missed a beat. Nice and smooth on the corrugated roads. It's a pity I couldn't test it on a decent off-road track for you, but the owner of the car's not going to let me do that, sadly. So what do I like about it? Well, it is quiet, it's smooth, it's comfortable. It's got 2 fuel tanks as standard, that's pretty good. The dash is reasonably well laid out. You can see out of it quite nicely. The mirrors are nice and good. You can see what's beside you and what's coming up to pass you. No problems whatsoever. What don't I like about it? There's a lot of buttons there to press. I did notice that time I was driving one across the desert, it was hard to tell where the sub-tank button was and the diff lock buttons were. This one's got the 4-speed automatic in it. It's not as nice as the 5-speed automatic one that they brought out a little later on. Other than that, you can't complain too much about Landcruisers. They are very, very good cars. I suppose when you're looking at a car this old, there's always some faults with it. What are the faults with this one I found so far? Electric aerial doesn't work properly. That's annoying. The gas struts on the bonnet don't hold the bonnet open, which I found out before when I was looking under the bonnet. The bull bar could do with another coat of black paint on the top of it, because it's awfully shiny and reflects in your eyes. Other than that, I don't think there's too much wrong with it. It certainly sounds okay mechanically, drives nice. But any car that's 14 years old, there's going to be some minor problems with, I'm sure. Okay, we're about to get it up on the highway. Hopefully we can get it up to 100k. See how noisy it is. So we're doing 100 kilometres an hour now. It's still fairly quiet. I can hear a little bit of noise from the snorkel. A little bit of probably transfer case noise, I'm guessing. Can't really hear the engine too much. There's no tyre noise that I can hear. Quite impressed for a car that's 14 years old and done, 251,000 Ks. Well, I suppose if you're thinking of getting a car like this, probably wondering how much fuel does it use. Well, from memory, when we took the one across the desert, it was fully loaded on the highway. We were getting about 11 litres to the 100 on diesel, which is pretty good for a big car. Sort of chewed it off-road. If you're towing a van with one of these things, expect to get around 16 litres to the 100, depending on the size of the van and how fast you drive it. Which is not too bad, I suppose, for a vehicle of this age and how big it is and what it can pull. It can pull 3.5 tonne. Anyway, all in all, very good car for its age. If you're looking for one, well, do your homework on them, obviously. They're starting to get a bit long in the tooth now, these 100 series. But from what I can tell, this one still drives fairly well. Certainly doesn't drive like a new car, but it drives very well. Thank you for watching this episode of Review Your Ride on the 2001 100 Series Toyota Landcruiser. I'm John Green. We'll see you next time.